Hello everyone! I am Tacet, and we are starting. Or should be starting. Why isn't it not going? Why is it playing ad over thing? Hello. Oh, I am. I'm looking at the wrong video. I was probably up for a while now. For like 10 seconds longer than that. But hello, Noblin. Hello, the Jared channel. Oh, the Jared. Thank you for the donation earlier too, by the way. And you said, my beard. Oh no, this is how it naturally grows. Or let me go see if I can repeat your thing. There. But thank you for the $3 donation. Much appreciated.
How do you get such a nice beard?
I just grow it out for like the past 2 or 3 months. I'm actually shaving it probably this weekend when I get a haircut. So the beard is coming off soon. I am trying some new experimental interface down there. Hopefully it is working correctly. I was testing it earlier and it seems like it was. But we'll find out for sure by the end of this stream. But as far as what we're doing today we are basically going to be doing, I don't know, we're basically just farming until 2K rating tonight, giving out a redeem code in about an hour. And other than that, I'll probably mess around with some of the newer troops. Neither of them this week are that particularly good, though. We could mess around with some Khetar teams, but I'll probably just take suggestions and questions as normal. Hello, Viper. Hello, Bridget. Hello, William. Hello, Pandemonium. Hello, James. Hello, Noblin and Jared again. Welcome all. Let's see. Let's go and do... There was one team I was trying the other day, and I kind of want to try it again, with the 2 new troops, if I can remember what it was. I think it was Dragon Soul. Keep that there. Then a Dragon Soul. And the 2 new troops that came to Khetar this week for, PC Mobile. I want to try this again. I'll need to try it again later, maybe without a Mummified King. Actually, I believe this was the... Oh, no, we need the other banner. I think we would need the other banner. Wait, we're not using green. But I believe the minus green banner doesn't help us here. Let's see. Well, we could. But we'd be better off just going with the undead. We deny the color anyways. We're not the undead, the Absol. So we'll try this. This was the one that we showed in yesterday's video. I want to try it again, though. I wanted to see some teams that we might be able to make with Bass State Priestess to actually counter out Death Mark. I have no clue what I even want to call this thing. Let's just call it Khetar Souls. There we go. Okay, let's see what we can do with it. Hello, UK Assassin. I mean, UC Assassin. Hello, Geo. Welcome. Let's see. Let me just double check this to make sure it's working. Yep. It does appear to be working. Good. Oh, also, I got in contact with my, commissioner the other day. And she is still around, and she is still working on it. So we will hopefully get that before the holidays. Definitely by the end of this year. I want to update all my update my YouTube banner and everything else like that. So we should be getting that stuff by the end of this year. So that would be good. Maybe even within the next week. I don't know for sure what her schedule is like right now. Ah, Bone Dragon. Already? We just started this stream and we're about to get Bone Dragons. Not to mention we're using this useless thing. I can't believe they released a troop this week. Deal 22 damage to an enemy and Deathmark himself. He doesn't even Deathmark an enemy or anything like that. I can't even use him right now because he's about to die to... he's just going to die to Bone Dragon right now. I don't even know why I'm trying to use him. He could quite possibly be one of the worst troops ever added to this game, Mummified King. The Bass State Priestess is actually not bad, but you would have to use her against a specifically against a Deathmark team. Yeah, this thing's just useless in every single way. It's just gonna die right now. It's gonna be the meat shield for this team. There we go. Oh wow, it's still alive somehow with 2 HP. Not gonna last that long though. Yep, there it goes with the skulls. Well then, there that goes. Yeah, I've also been messing around with some things in YouTube videos too. I've been trying to improve everything slightly. And I did find a way recently to add visuals better to actual YouTube videos. And I don't even have to edit at all either. there's actually a way in OBS that I didn't realize existed that I can actually switch between scenes, and all I have to do is just pre-make visuals in Photoshop. Oh, come on, another death mark. All I have to do is just pre-make visuals in Photoshop, and I wouldn't even have to edit at all. And I really hate editing, mainly because I have like no experience with editing. But that is one way to fix it. I will take those purples. I think we died a bone dragon. Yep. Well, that's the last time I'm trying to use either of them, particularly the mummy. They are so bad, particularly the mummy though. Well, that's match. That is the match. Well then, I somewhat hate useless weeks like these. Like, it's not horrible when we get useless weeks like these, because that means we don't have to spend any glory this week for the most part. Because you might have noticed my rarity on the two of mine. I haven't bothered getting multiple copies of them, mainly because they are so horrifically bad, especially the Mummified King. But the weeks like these are actually good, because that means everyone will be able to buy the Merchant's Blade. And on top of that, that means you'll be able to save glory for better weeks when actually good troops come out. It might even be good to buy multiple of Merchant Blade. I'll need to see how many blue purples I have, even though I already have a Merchant's Blade. I sometimes buy multiple of it just for the content that it gives. Plus, this has event keys in it right now. If we go and look at it, we actually get 4 minor blues instead of 3. We get 2 arcanes, so that's actually the cheapest they've ever been, 150 glory each. Plus, we get those 2 event keys. So even though we get slightly less gold, overall, it's actually pretty good to buy multiple of the Merchant's Blade. Of course, you can only ever use 1 Merchant's Blade. There's no way to ascend it. But everything else that it comes with is actually pretty good value. And if you needed a Queen Mab upgraded, that's like the time to do it right now if you're on PC or mobile. Oh, good job, Bridget. I just said that too. Yeah, definitely the time to upgrade your Queen Mab and then make ridiculous teams like this. And either with like the Archer fully traded up front or just the Mantis up there like this. Queen Mab is absolutely broken. Well, actually, she's not broken. She got nerfed quite a bit. It's everything that she synergizes with that is broken, like Justice. Also, my Justice is still not legendary. I'll have that done by this Friday. We'll get it up to legendary, most likely. We'll do it during stream or something. The new artwork, have you seen any of it as a preview? Yes, I have. Oh, of course. I always ask anyone who I ever commission for art for previews, like, constantly. And she's actually been doing this for a couple of months now. Normally, commissioners are quicker, but she has had a lot of things going on in her life, and I actually... I'm really patient. I don't really mind too much. It's not like I need it. And she was pretty understandable with it, too. And she actually ended up reducing the price some because of how much of a delay it had. Because this art was initially supposed to be done by, like, the end of October. And now it's, like, the beginning of December, and it's still not done. But I don't mind. I'm patient. I'm in, like, no particular rush to really get it. Of course, it would be nice to have it. And I'll be using it as soon as I do get it. But we'll have to wait about another week or 2. Okay, let's just keep spamming skulls until we win, though. We got the loop going. Once it goes, it's gone. Actually, I should have done this Queen Mab there. Or it doesn't really matter. I don't think. They'll all die one shot anyways. Oh, nope. Never mind. I lied. Okay, maybe it was worth using Queen Mab. Oh, no. I missed. Luckily, he's frozen on blue, so he's just going to miss his turn anyways. Down green. And that's match as long as he doesn't revive. Actually, let's take it that way. There we go. Queen Mab's event is coming up soon. I forget the exact week, but I believe it's 2 to 3 weeks from now on PC. You'll be able to get yourself a Queen Mab in event keys because it's going to be the Glacial Peaks event. I can go get the link for that real quick too. Let's see if I can find it. Let me just copy paste the redeem code in one of these other tabs though, so I know. Let me see. Just so I don't have to go looking for it later. I actually put it on my copy paste, so I don't need to go seeking it out. Okay. Let me go get that link real quick, because we will know pretty much when everything is coming in the near future, because people on the forum and pretty much everywhere end up spoiling it, which is nice, because that means I don't have to look for it myself in the file system, especially since I don't know how to find some of it. But let me just go get that link real quick. I know exactly what post it is on here. I haven't memorized at this point because I need to post it so many times. Here it is. Copy paste that and get that into chat. Yes, those are when all the upcoming trait stones and weekly events are. And Glacial Peaks is 12/19, so the 19th of this month, which is, what is that then? 2 weeks from now then. Not next week, but the following week will be the Glacial Peaks event, and then you'll be able to get a pretty good chance of a Queen Mab in event keys. So we have that coming up in 2 events from now. How many arcanes does Queen Mab take? She takes 16. 10 on her second ability and 3 on her, 10 on her second ability and 6 on her last ability is how many arcanes she takes. And every single legendary is also like that, as long as they're a single color legendary. Multicolor legendaries take, 2 color legendaries take 16, 10 on their first and 6 on their second, and 1 color legendaries and classes take 12 and 6 instead. Let's see, we'll take that. I know, it's always good to save, and even though there hasn't been a bad week for a while, it's not always bad when there's a horrible event week, because that just means it's easier to save glory. That's also how I have such a huge glory pool, other than just playing so much and playing this game pretty much forever since it began, I mean. But other than that, it's also because there's been a lot of event weeks throughout the years where the events weren't exactly that good, like this week, or at least this week on PC Mobile. And that's not necessarily bad, because we get to save a lot of glory, because we don't actually have to spend that much. All you'd really spend on is maybe 1 copy of each, particularly the Merchant's Blade. Make sure everyone watching this right now, regardless of if you just started the game like right now, make sure you get 300 glory and get the Merchant's Blade. You will not be able to obtain it after this week on PC or mobile, because they've done that a lot with event weapons in the past. There's actually about 30 weapons or so that are pretty much impossible to get in this game right now, simply because they were past event weapons and they've never added any way into the game to actually be able to obtain them. They may eventually do that. Occasionally they've kind of been selling them for money. I wish they would just add it in some way into the actual game. But other than from the initial events themselves, they haven't really re-added them into the game. They likely will eventually. There's been many suggestions for them to do so, but they haven't yet. Well, we'll do this on... Actually, let's just take the skull. Oh, that's not enough damage? Okay, we'll have to Queen Mab and then skull. Wasn't even paying attention. Oh, have you made a Guardian deck based on buffing to max stats? Yes. All you really need to do is to just use double humility. Oops, I didn't realize we're frozen on that. All you really have to do to get to max stats is use double humility with pretty much anything, and I'll get you to max stats.
Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
And that's match. And we get a map. Wow. That's a long cascade. Okay, let's throw a Valkyrie. Come on. Where's the wind? I guess we'll just do it on skulls there after we clear out all these browns. Hello, Steelbound Duelist. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Humility plus Brian the Lucky is also really good. I've kind of been sticking with double Humility, though, whenever I do those teams, simply because it loops better. Of course, it only uses 1 color instead of 3, but it can actually loop, whereas Brian the Lucky, he ends his turn whenever he does his thing. But yeah, I kind of want to try using some more of the newer troops, but they are just so bad, these two, this week. Maybe the next time I see a Death Mark, I'll try making a team without Mummified King, but using Best Type Priestess. Like this exact team, but maybe with like Hero up front or something. I don't know, what color do we still need? We only need green in this team. What's like the best green we could possibly put with some kind of skull spam team? Oh, we could use the new Direwolf. That'd be hilarious. That or just Dracula it, but that would be blocking too much mana. Oh, Desdemona would be good. I really wish I could get 1 more copy of Desdemona. That wouldn't be horrible, though. Oh, well. I'll just put it with a dire wolf. It'll kind of work. We'll see. I'm not using that against this team, though. And we need to find a depth mark before I can use it. But when we do, I'll use that. I really need to reorganize these teams again. They're all over the place, and I don't have them named correctly. This one's still named used to be good from that one top 10, my most recent top 10 video. And yeah, it's like the most powerful team in the game is still on that. I'm deliberate. I think at this point I'm just deliberately keeping it like that because it's so ironic. There we go. That's why you use the Mercy. Use the glitch, get the quicker cast, and bunch of mana. And now we basically just won already.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Hello, Timothy. Welcome. Can someone copy paste you a link to the events again? Oh, here. Yeah. It's that link right there is all of the events that are coming to Gems of War until basically the new year.
Critical hit.
Next week is Darkstone, then Glacial Peaks, then Stormheim, and the rest you can just read. And it also says all the trait stones and everything else for it.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Let's see here. I need to make sure there's no extra turns left.
Mana surge.
Only bad thing about some of these teams is they get too many extra turns, which isn't really a bad thing, but it wastes time. Let's see, huh? Neither will work. Really? I hate when neither work. Oh, never mind. I can do it on green and then use Mercy. And that's match.
Mana surge.
Desert Mantis, Alchemist, Apothecary, Inferno King, or Guard's Avatar. I've never tried that with Apothecary. Sure, we can do that. We can try that. Sure. Yeah, if anyone else has any team suggestions, feel free. Or if you need help with builds or anything of the such. So let's go make that real quick. We could always use more Desert Mantis teams too. I haven't really been using him that much that week. We tried like a couple dozen with him, but I didn't like test like every single possibility with him. I was too busy using him with Justice and things of the such. We'll go do this. Alchemist. What's the other one? Apothecary, and of course Guard's Avatar. Yeah, we'll be using Guard's Avatar instead of Inferno King though, just because it's going to be able to loop like crazy. Banner, we'll just go red and something. If I can figure out what the banner is, I'm gonna just go red brown. If I can, wherever this is. Or red yellow, because we actually create both those colors. Do we use every color on this? We're not using purple. What banner has minus purple? Other than... Oh, we can just use the Kraken banner. Duh. If I can find it. They really need to switch this method. They had it. This method for finding banners actually used to be more organized than it is now. But then they got this format instead, simply because it looks neater. But it's less organized because you have to click through a billion times to be able to find the banner you want. It'd be really cool if you could just set your your mana colors to like whatever you want, regardless of what banners are in the game. Because there's so many +2, +1, -1s that aren't in the game, and there's also no +3, -1 banner. That'd be cool if they ever created banners like that as well. Kind of like build your own banners, whereas where you can only have a +2 gain total, but you can do as many minuses and as many pluses as you want. That would be insanely cool. Though they would probably never implement something like that. It would make it neater though. But we'll try this. Will this be the sort of same of the console, you know? Wait. Will this be sort of same for console? Oh, for consoles? No. I have no clue when the console events are coming. And there's really no way of knowing. The only way, or the only reason we know stuff about the PC and mobile patches is because people can look into the files on the PC version of the game. That's the only reason we know anything about it. That or because the developers say it, but the reason we know so much is because you can actually look at the files on the PC version of the game, whereas on the mobile and console versions you cannot. But since the mobile version is linked, it's applicable to the mobile versions as well. But yeah, there's currently no way to really peek out to see when new console stuff is coming. We just kind of have to guess or base it on whatever the developers say. Oh, this is actually working out decently so far. Let's see. We'll throw a Mantis down. Then we'll Alchemist. Oh, do I really have to Alchemist the blues? Oh no, I can do it on green. I don't think that's going to be enough mana though. Oh no, it is. Okay, good. Apothecary. Can we cast you? Problem is we're creating 3 different colors. That's normally too many. Normally 2 is about the max of... Actually, we're creating... Yeah, it's only 3 different colors. But yeah, anything more than 2 on a team tends to be a little bit too much. Because it's a lot easier to fill the board with only 2 different colors than it is with 3. Because you're always going to be having skulls on it too, unless you have a Finley on the team. Or something else that removes it. Okay, let's get rid of these reds. It feels weird not actually using red. I'm so used to using a Hellcat, which is why I'm not denying them. Okay. We'll throw that out. He'll use Mercy. And he... Oh, never mind. He will hit with Mercy. Please don't use Mercy. That would be such a good value Mercy. Look at that. He'd get all that. He'd get that and the Cascade from over there. That would be insane if he can get a Mercy cast right now. So we need to stop him. I think that's match. Yep, that's match. Well, exactly, 100 armor, now 104. Are there any good teams with Merchant's Blade worth using with the newer troops that scale off of resources? I actually haven't tested that yet. That was one thing I do want to test this video, or this stream, I mean. Because I will be doing a video on it on, let's see, what's today? Tuesday? Actually, I might do it tomorrow then. I'll do a video on the Merchant's Blade tomorrow, and everything with that. Also do the new forum thing as well. There's like some kind of forum trivia thing that was posted to the Gems of War forum, and I've been meaning to do it, so I'll go do that tomorrow as well. Let's see. He has the death mark, so I want to switch to that team I wanted to try again. This one. Oh, he does have a Gorgoltha though too. Oh, come on. Well, I guess I can't use that. We can't do it against the Gorgoltha. Oh wait, yes we could. We could put Mana Core there. We could totally do it with a Mana Core. Let's try that. Mana Core, put it up front, and let's see what we do there. Will this work? I have no clue. The general premise of this is spamming Bastite Priestess like crazy. This whole team is built specifically for her. If she can't work in this team, she's not working at all. Well, I guess we could replace out Keeper of Souls for something else, but still. Alright, we'll throw the Dbarrel. We'll deny him. I almost want to use it on Gorgoltha instead, though. Let's see. Can we deny him from getting anything from this? Yes, we can. We can take the blue. And now... Oh, no, he'll get the 3-pair there. And now he'll get the 3-pair there. But he will give us an extra turn right there. So it might just be worth it. We'll throw this at the... Oh, I probably should have taken the red instead. Oh, well. I'll throw that at the Gorgoltha. Oh, I didn't see the skulls there. That was a fail. Now he's going to waste a turn of not casting. But now he'll cast. Okay, so there's the yellows I wanted. Perfect. No turn for him. We'll claim our yellows. Okay, that didn't help much, actually. I forgot. That'll just give us Mana Core back up because I used his ability now. And now he'll get Gorgoltha, and now we have a bit of a problem. But as soon as we get Bone Dragon up, we should be good to go. I mean, Dragon Soul. I'll call everything the name that it isn't. Let's see. We'll take some purples. Also, anyone who's interested, we will have a redeem code up in about 30 minutes. On the next hour, we'll have the redeem code. So currently, he has not used Death yet, so we do not have the other convert. All we do is the yellow to, the green to purple, which is not going to help us on this board, so we'll just clear it out. We'll drain him, make sure he doesn't get his ability up. Also, make sure he doesn't get Granite Skin, which is negating all of our skulls right now. And our Mana Core is about to die, too. One more shot, and he's done. That is not good. Though we could get a lot of purples right there, so we'll throw that down right here. We still don't have that death mark, but I guess we'll have to use her without it. The only problem is her without a death mark is pretty useless. Which is why she's also pretty useless of a troop. Because she's fully dependent, like 100% dependent on actually having a death mark, someone death marked on your team. So you basically have to disable yourself just to be able to use her, which is why she's not good. And of course, Mummified King literally puts a disable on himself, which is why he's obviously not good. We'll throw that down.
Mana surge.
How do I get these redeem codes? The developers give out redeem codes to anyone who does streaming or YouTube videos or stuff like that for the game, just to hand out, to give out to people. There's someone else tomorrow giving out, he posted on like the Gems of War forum and normally does on Steam too. Someone by the name of Sticky Hamster streams on Twitch on occasion. He's been doing that quite a bit recently, and he's going to be giving out a redeem code tomorrow. I think around this exact time tomorrow on Twitch. And that's Sticky Hamster, I believe is his channel.
Mana surge.
Let's see. Well, let's keep exploding. I'm going to stop trying to use the new troops. They're just so not viable in any means.
Mana surge.
Let's see. Do we stun the Corvash? Let's take skulls first. I think we do. Though the purples, if we can get a purple surge right here, I don't even care if I give it yellow.
Mana surge.
Okay, that'll work.
Mana surge.
Hello, Danang. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, there goes that. We don't need our mana core though.
Mana surge.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stop using her in the other one. They're, you guys already know what they're like. And that is pretty much useless is what they are like. Okay, here we go, death. So there's the death marks. And there goes the death mark. These teams. Okay. Well, green to purple. That'll work there. I'm just trying to see. Oh, and then the yellow. Okay. So she'll finally be viable for once. We'll get some skulls down. There we go. The double convert.
Mana surge.
And we'll clear the board.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Oh, yeah, that you should get one of each of them. Not because you need the troop, but just to have it to your collection so you can easily upgrade your kingdom. It's always good to buy at least one of every single troop that comes out. Even if they're like the most abysmally weak thing ever. It could be like some kind of troop that all its ability does is like 1 damage for 100 mana cost. But you still want to get it mainly because you need it to upgrade kingdoms. This isn't as important earlier on in the game, and of course you'd want to go Merchant's Blade first. If you were earlier on in the game and you don't have that much glory. But if you're like more towards anywheres after that and you have some glory sticking around, always make sure you get like one of each, just because it will help you in the future to be able to upgrade all of your kingdom star levels.
Mana surge.
Can we get any damage now? All we need is a skull and then an explosion. There's our explosion. Now we just need a skull.
Mana
Come out, skull. Oh, never mind. We could just end it with a white. I think that's enough damage. Wow, only 16 damage. That is not enough. We'll probably be able to cast it off for her, though. But we don't have anything left with Death Mark on it, so she doesn't get the yellow to skull convert, so we can't kill him that way, unfortunately. But we'll just do that, and that is match. Oh yeah, Mimic is very, 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 very pointless. He's a fun concept troop, like being able to randomly do so many things. And the fact that he can devour is kind of cool. But the chances of him actually doing what you need with 6 different options is almost impossible. Plus only like 2 of those options are actually good. The devour and the damage. What would make this current team of yours better? Yarrow Fire Mantle, Gorgotha, Savasimora, and Death. That sounds pretty good already. The only thing I might switch out is, I don't know, maybe get rid of Yarrow Fire Mantle, put your Gorgotha there instead, and then put something like a Dragon Soul into the second spot. But I don't know if you have a Dragon Soul because that would give you soul farm between the Death and the Dragon Soul, and it would synergize better with the Sylvani Mora than that of Yarrow Fire Mantle. Because right now you're creating yellows, and of course that would be feeding your Growtha, but you don't actually have anything on the team that creates more red or yellow to the board. So whenever you cast Yarrow, he's probably going to miss, unless you can really get him looping. Let's see. Reading, double checking through chat. I believe that's everything. Yeah, if I ever miss any comments or anything by you guys, or team suggestions or questions, feel free to just leave them. Hello, Pope Shine. Welcome. Oh, you just got your first legend. What was it? Oh, you got a Behemoth. Nice. Try using that with stuff like Knight Coronet and Valkyrie. Works pretty good. Okay, so what to do now? Let's just go back to Guard's Avatar. We could always try a Behemoth team like that I was just saying. It's Knight Coronet, Valkyrie, Behemoth, and like one other troop. Actually, that's wrong order. It's Knight Coronet, Behemoth, Valkyrie, and Druid is the team that I normally suggest for that. You've won a couple defenses with 4 times Mimic. That's pretty insane. Three times Mimic with something else on a defend team wouldn't be horrible earlier on in the game, just because you could kill out with RNG and you would have the stealthy on them actually doing something. Is Warden class any good? No. Warden class is actually, prior to the Nature Guardian, it was deemed as the worst class in the entire game, and it still kind of is. The only thing that really makes Warden viable is if you have a fully traded Nature Guardian. Its traits and everything are abysmal, but it is the only class in the entire game that can be a beast. And you can use that with Veneer, Nature Guardian, and stuff like that to synergize a decent team. But other than that, that's pretty much the only purpose Warden has in the entire game, is for a Nature Guardian synergy. A fully traded Nature Guardian synergy. Oh, excuse me. We'll take that. Keep burping from water. I haven't even had any kind of caffeinated anything for over a month now. Yeah, I keep still burping from things. It's mainly just been this water that's doing it. Maybe I'm just drinking it too quick. What's the best class? Sorcerer, Archer, and Assassin are all three the best class. Archer is the best well-rounded class. Sorcerer is the best casting class. And Assassin is the best skull class. There are 4 classes in the file system, though. They may be adding it when version 2.2 of the game comes out. There's 4 of them just sitting there. Oh, hey, we just got a blue-purple. Too bad I don't actually need that. We can get all the blue-purples we want just by buying merchant blades this week. Oh, well. Oh, there's another kingdom coming through soon? I haven't even heard anything about that yet. Oh yeah, I did see that in the files. There is a troop coming in the future that will likely have the ability to randomly place Deathmark on 4 times or 5 times matches. That's going to be very annoying if they ever add silence to that. That would be even more annoying than what Silent One used to be back in the day. If they ever do that for silence, everyone who wasn't here when Silent One used to be in its prime is going to experience what it used to be like again. Because Silent One used to be, at one point in this game, the most overpowered troop in the entire game. Now it's like barely even a troop at all, simply because they nerfed it so many times that it became unusable. Let's see here. No extra turn. I hate when I just keep looking at the board expecting like an extra turn to pop up, but no, there's none. We'll just use it on red. Well, of course, red's an extra turn, but I don't want to have to use it on red when we have a Hellcat who we need reds on the board to actually use. Let's see. Can we throw a skull at him and to get mana? No, we cannot do both. Wait, yes, we might be able to. Come on, RNG! No, we failed. We failed all the RNG. Okay, I'll just throw Alchemist plus Hellcat at him then. Oh, it was a class that does Death Mark to 4. Oh, I thought that was a natural troop. Wow, that's going to be a very broken class. Any class that gets a ability that can trigger on 4 times or higher is going to be, or 4 times matches and stuff, is going to be excessively overused. Like insanely overused. It's going to be absolutely broken to all regards. It's going to be so much fun if that happens. While sometimes it's annoying when extremely unbalanced things come into the game, it's also fun because then you get to mess around with it until they actually nerf it. You've never seen a silent one in PvP? Well, that's pretty good then. He's very annoying to face in PvP because if he actually casts, he'll delay you by a while. But he's pretty weak, and there's currently no team that really synergizes with him, which is why he doesn't really get used that much either. Let's see. Your Yarrow, 70% of the time loops more, thinking of putting maybe Emperor Corvash or Salvini Mora. Spot just got him from a legendary key. Oh, congrats. Corvash is pretty good. I wouldn't really advise getting it though, unless you can get at least to his stone skin trait. If you happen to have the 10 brown-blue arcanes to be able to do that, or the 16 to get him all the way. Because you can't really tank without the stone skin. At that point, you're almost better off just going a Night Coronet if you can't get a Corvash at least to his second trait. Because at least Night Coronet, you can get his stone skin for, actually I forget. I think it's his last trait. But you can get it for only 3 green-blue. Oh, sorry. For 3 yellow-blue on Night Coronet. Whereas Corvash takes 10 brown-blue to be able to get his up. Okay, let's use that on red. As much as I don't want to. But I think we can follow it up with a Mercy, which is the only reason why I'm doing it. We'll throw that out. Oops, I forgot to take the brown. But hopefully we can do a Mercy right here. Well, now he's going to get freeze. Doesn't matter too much, though. If we can get Mercy off. Oh, I didn't... Wow, I missed 2 things on the board. Okay, and now we'll throw the Mercy. Doesn't even matter for Frozen. We just gets cleansed right off anyways. Yeah, Mercy and Apothecary are both really good in that regard. They can gain... they can actually loop without having to worry about Frozen. Because they just cleanse whenever they cast their ability. So you don't have to worry about anything not being able to do so. Oh, best home kingdom is White Helm without a doubt. The main reason for this is, well, there's 2 things that would be your best home kingdom. One would be whatever has the highest star value. The main reason why it would be the highest star value for whatever kingdom you might have is if you go over to kingdom, go over to power. Whatever one has like the highest tribute chance and bonus skills you might want to do. Just from you naturally leveling all of your troops. But if you were to go for a specific kingdom, White Helm is the best kingdom to set and try to get high stars on as far as tribute reward is considered. Because glory between gold, glory, and souls, the amount that it gives for each, getting a glory tribute is by far the best option that you can possibly do value-wise. Brown Blue is coming with the Glacial Peaks event. Yes, and the Glacial Peaks event's coming in 2 weeks. So if anyone needed things to upgrade their Behemoth, their Night Coronet, their Behemoth or Corvash, you'd be able to do that in 2 weeks. Not next event, but the week following that.
Mana Surge.
Okay, Mercy. There we go. Perfect.
Mana Surge.
Throw that down.
Mana Surge.
Down blue. Question. While on topic of Kingdom, sure, what's the question? Yeah, if anyone has any... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. If anyone has any questions about anything, streams are like the best times you could ever do it, because half the time we just spend it answering questions. Well, technically the whole time. But, do challenges make a difference in star power? No. Challenges used to have effect on kingdoms in a couple different ways, but as of currently, there is no... benefit from doing challenges. Actually, if you go to all my challenges, I haven't done a single one since like the 17th kingdom, because soon after that they changed the game to make it so doing challenges basically has no effect on, or literally has no effect on the kingdom itself as far as any bonuses that it has. The only thing you would use it for is to farm souls, and with my pile of like over 400,000 souls, I have no need to actually do that. They're also kind of good for EXP since you can do the first battles pretty quick since they're lower level. But if I go to some kingdoms, like even just Blighted Lands for instance, if I go to there, look, I don't have a single challenge done. Okay, I did the first one for some reason. But if we go to Glacial Peaks and stuff like that, other kingdoms of the such, I have one there, but you can see none. And if I go to something even a little bit more recent, let's say like Leonis Empire, 0, or there we go, 0, and stuff like that, there's no point in doing them. They don't have any effect on getting up your kingdom level. You can see mine's already fully upgraded to the highest that you can have right now in the game, which is 7 stars. The 5 gold and then the 2 blues on top of that. And the other 3 are coming soon, which means sometime in many, many months from now. But they'll be coming eventually. Whenever they say coming soon, it means later than whatever time they think. Like, for example, do you guys remember this coming soon? Right there, this one. This coming soon. It's supposed to be a friends list. This about 5 to 6 months ago, this was supposed to come next patch. Currently, it probably won't be coming until like 2 to 4 patches from now. The main reason for that is I believe they're trying to implement real-time PvP before they, or real-time battling in some degree, before they add a friends list, just so you can battle your friends in real time at least. I believe that is the main reason why they haven't touched the friends list. And they need their better servers before they can implement something like that. Oh, you still don't understand how to get up stars in a kingdom? I still need to do a video on that. But you essentially get it up just from upgrading troops, trading troops, and obtaining more troops. I forget the exact values off the top of my head, but I believe every single level you do is 10. Every single new troop is like 25 or 50. I think 50. Every single new troop is 50, and every single trait is 25 points. And I can explain that a little bit more in a second as soon as we finish out this battle. But I do need to do a video on that soon. Put it down green. And by soon, I have no clue when. Maybe in a week or 2. I've been meaning to do that for ages. But I had a couple other videos I wanted to do this week. Of course, I always love to hear any ideas that you guys have for videos. Because I'm doing it all for you. So any kind of suggestions that will help any of you out would be great. It also helps me do them ahead of time, because if I have multiple video ideas, I can just record ahead of time, and then that saves me time as well. Because normally, because I don't have like a excessive amount already pre-planned, I normally just do them the day of, which takes more time than if I just did like 3 or 5 or 6 of them in a single day. And of course, just upload them in over time instead of, you know, I'd never upload that many in a day. That'd be way too many to watch. Okay, what other questions is there? It says you earn 5 stars, you get a bunch of souls, but you get nothing when you completed your first challenge recently. Didn't you? That's weird. That's definitely a glitch. If you got nothing for completing a challenge, then that is a glitch. You should get 100 souls plus whatever your bonuses are for completing the last battle of a challenge, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't done them for like over a year, so I can't remember exactly. But I believe the last reward is 100 souls, boosted by your bonuses. Do you lose points by ascending troops or no? No, you can ascend troops whenever you want. There's no drawback to ascending troops earlier or later. The only thing you do want to look out for, though, is if you're using multiple of a troop in a team, make sure you don't don't ascend it before you have the extra copy. Because let's say you want to ascend something, you have 6 copies of it, you'll use 5 for the ascend. Well, you only have 1 copy left, and if you need 2 for your team, well, then you need to get a whole nother copy before you can use 2. You'll only have the 1. But no, there's really no drawback to ascending, and you should pretty much ascend whenever you have the capability to, unless, as I just said, unless you need the extra 1 copy for something, in which case you'd want to wait until you have 1 more or 2 more, or however many copies you need more than the ascension itself. Of course, you'd never need more than 4 over the Ascension, mainly because you can never put more than 4 of a troop into a team. Normally when I ascend, I make sure I have at least 2 copies of it before I do so. Like, above the Ascension itself. Let's see. Wait. Or does it count the unique troop once? I don't know what you mean by counting unique troop once.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Yeah, Timothy, you can use that team to soul and tradestone farm. That's one of the reasons why I use it. Because it accumulates souls over time as well. Which is also one of the reasons why I have so many souls. Is a lot of the teams I used to farm over the years also uses things like Valkyrie and just things in general that farm souls. So I was naturally gaining souls while also just playing the game or grinding. And that really reduces your farm time if you put a Valkyrie or something that can actually gain souls within your team. Normally, if I want to do that these days, I use a Dragon Soul, but there are many options out there. Valkyrie, White, and Banshee, all those can all farm souls, at least on PC and mobile. Currently on console, you are kind of stuck only using Valkyrie, but they will be fixing that soon. Like this. No, actually, you can't even use this team on console yet. You will be next patch. I believe you guys will be getting the Guild patch, which will have Justice in it, which means you can go Valkyrie, Justice, Queen Mab, and absolutely destroy everything. Wait. I think I skipped some questions, did I? Hello, Ozzy. Welcome. Let's see. This thing is still scrolling a bit weird. Do the qualities of troops, quality of drops better in challenges than Explore? No. Explore is the highest drop rate for trait stones. Challenges have no difference in drop rate whenever you do them. Let's see. Where is the PC where in the PC do you download the game at? Oh, you download this game in, on Steam. All you have to do is just have Steam on your computer, and then you can just type in Gems of War, and it'll be pretty much the only thing that pops up, it should be. And then you just download it from there. It's also on pretty much every platform. It's on PS4, Xbox One, all mobile versions, and they are thinking about adding it to Nintendo Switch as well. So there's definitely a lot of locations where you can get this game. Let's see here. We'll get a skull, I think. Oh, never mind. Didn't see the mana. I should have just went for it. But we can get it off of that, at least. He'll waste his turn on skulls. We'll Mantis and hopefully get looping, and then that'll be match. There's a really big lack of yellow on this board, gosh. Not that I need yellow, but I need extra turns. And if there's no yellow, I can't get an extra turn off it. Oh no, where do you download Steam? I actually forget. You can probably just type in Steam into Google, and I'm pretty sure the first one that pops up would be the actual program. I haven't had to download it for ages, so I actually don't recall. There he goes. Bridget just posted it. Thank you, Bridget. Can we Queen Mab? Actually, it wouldn't even matter if we Queen Mapped. I need one skull. I want to use this on purple. Or not purple, but I want to get an extra turn. Let's see. I'll move that down. And that did not help me at all. Let's just hope this hits skull. There we go. Okay, let's match. Yeah, Steam is pretty awesome. I only started using it like 2 or 3 years ago. Oh, see ya, Pope. No problem for answering your question. Also, we will be giving out a redeem code in 10 minutes if anyone is interested. And that just gives some free resources in the game. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And we give those out every single day here. Also, I was able to get some extra codes from the developers as well. So, I believe every single stream on either the Friday or Saturday stream, every single week, pretty much for this entire month, I'll be able to give out 2 codes during a stream. Maybe even some I might even be able to do 3. which I normally don't do. So that'll be great. Because I still have 2 custom codes from a little while back that I was going to give out whenever my channel art actually got finished. But it never got finished, and it will be soon. But until that gets finished, I can't really use those codes. Well, technically I could hand them out, but they'd be less relevant. I also got a bunch of random phrases. Because I have been trying to get some more custom ones just to be more festive for the holidays and everything.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
What do we throw this at? Can we get an extra turn off that? No, we cannot. Let's just throw skulls. It would be nice that challenges give you trait stones. They do give you trait stones, but they don't give you additional trait stones. Yeah, I really wish challenges would give something additional. Challenges in their current setup haven't been changed really. They've made their difficulty higher, but as far as the payout on challenges, they've never been changed since day one of this game. And their payout is set up in a very, very, very dated system where about like 1,500 souls would basically be enough to upgrade a troop. Currently, nothing would upgrade with that little amount of souls, or at least not completely anyways. So it's a very, very dated system that they haven't really bothered fully overhauling yet. They've overhauled guilds and they overhauled a couple things in this game from like the starting systems that they use. But the challenges is one thing that they have yet to do. And hopefully they will eventually. So I don't think it's on their priority list right now. And if they buff them up too much, which is probably why they haven't buffed it, it'll penalize pretty much everyone who's already done them. So they can't really buff them out of proportion either, or else they are just punishing everyone who already completed the challenges, or at least most of the challenges.
Mana surge.
And that's match. How big is the Gems of War team? I honestly do not know that. I'm not like a developer or anything like that. I'm just someone who plays the game, so I don't really have any intel into that. If I had to guess, the Gems of War team is... actually, let's look at the credits. That might actually give us a good idea. I believe it's about 12 or 24 people. There are only about 3 to 5 people who are really public, though. And particular, Surian, who is the main developer of the game. He's also did the Puzzle Quest games, which some of you may remember. And Nimhane. Those 2 are like really, really big in testing and just being within the community itself as far as the development team. But let's go check that real quick. Go to credits. So here's everyone that probably works on Gems of War. Infinity Plus 2, that's the main company. They work for 505 Games. But there's the whole list. Steve Fonker, he's the lead developer if I'm not mistaken. Other contributors, 505 Games, blah, blah, blah. Senior producer, him. Executive producer, those. Andrew. Oh, Andrew, he also does the coding. I have no clue how up to date this could completely be out of date. But this is pretty much everyone that works on the game. I don't even know if any of them are repeating names. But that does look like about 3 dozen or so people. And that looks like everyone. Oh, nope, there's still more. Audio peoples. And special thankses. So that is a couple dozen then. Well, you can't really count the special thankses and stuff like that, but still. Oh, wait, I should have let that play all the way out. There's something funny at the end of it. Crap, now I need to go all the way back through it. But while I'm doing that, we might as well chat a little bit. I shouldn't have clicked out, because there's something really funny at the end of this, which I've never shown before. And I don't know if anyone has actually seen it, because they don't actually know who actually looks at the credits of the game. But there's something pretty funny at the end of this that I don't think a lot of people know of. There's just some kind of comment that was even more relevant back in the day, but... I'll let it slide through as I look through chat real quick. What am I looking for here in chat? Would be... Oh, never mind, I already read that. How much have you to wait... Wait. How much I have to wait to get a redeem code if you start making streaming on Twitch? You could probably ask almost right away. They really don't care as long as people do it. Let's see. There it is. No goblins were harmed in the making of this, except for Black Beast ate them. And, come on, it's going too quick. I can't read that quick. But it does the whole line of that. I can't read. Or at least not that quick. Let's see. But yeah, if you wanted to start streaming this game, you could probably, as long as you could get like a couple viewers there, they'd probably be willing to give you redeem codes to do so. I've actually completely converted over to YouTube streaming though. I just prefer it so much more. If YouTube ever tanks, of course I'll just go to Twitch, but I really prefer YouTube streaming. I'll take these blues. And also, it doesn't really make sense to have a YouTube channel and a Twitch. Like, some people are on Twitch and then they just kind of go to YouTube to post their videos, but if you're already established on YouTube, there's basically no point in going over to Twitch. Because then you have to re-establish yourself on Twitch, and then you're just dividing your audience, because it's not everyone who's on YouTube uses Twitch. Which is one of the main problems I had when I was doing Twitch. Because I would get like a third of the people I would on YouTube, maybe even less sometimes. Like on YouTube, I'm pretty much always at about 40 plus viewers. On Twitch, it was like 20 or so viewers, and I would never get high peaks either. They would just kind of always stagnate. Whereas on YouTube, YouTube actually really promotes any streamers that do any form of streaming on YouTube, mainly because of how their algorithm works. Every single chat that's posted in the chat that you guys are typing in counts as an actual comment to the YouTube algorithm, and any kind of videos that get like a lot of comments like that, like 100 plus, start getting more and more promoted, and between that, the likes on the video, and just everything else, and the retention time, it's basically like rigging the entire YouTube algorithm to actually bring people to the stream, which is something that Twitch doesn't do, because every single person on Twitch has the same exact stats, basically, so it doesn't work there. But on YouTube it does, because their algorithm is different. Let's see. Throw that down on skulls. And right after this battle, we'll give out the redeem code, too. Let's see. What? You're thinking about Kraken to use Emperor Korvash, Valkyrie, Giant Spider, Kraken. It's a good idea. What banner should you use? Yeah, that's a good idea. Banner-wise, I would say... Let's see. What are you missing there? That would be... Just use the... Oh, wait, never mind. You already have that. Okay, so you are using every single color then. Right? Yeah, that's every single color. So I'd probably just go for a yellow-blue would probably be your best bet then. Yellow-blue or yellow-purple? Actually, probably yellow-blue. Let's go yellow-blue or something. You don't need a -1 banner because you already have everything covered. Normally, whenever I cover everything, I very, very rarely ever do a minus banner because it just ends up disabling something too much. Unless you have a good exploder to really make it work. What do we throw down here? We already have so much damage. I keep looking over at chat and not paying attention. Let's see. Is Merchant's Blade worth getting? Yes. Always, always, always get any weapon that shows up in an event week. You will not be able to get it later. So even if it's a horrible weapon, get it. But Merchant's Blade is a pretty decent weapon. Particularly earlier on in the game. Later in the game, you'd probably never use it much. I'll actually do some videos, or I'll show some teams with it as soon as we give out the redeem code. Because I will be doing a video on that tomorrow of various Merchant Blade weapons. I mean, Merchant Blade teams and such. But always, 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 and I'll say in tomorrow's video too, get any weapon that ever shows up for glory. Because they will likely not be obtainable in the future. But yeah, anyone on PC and mobile, all you have to do to get that is go to shop, go to rewards, and it's the one all the way to the right. Merchant's Blade, only 300 glory. If you do not have 300 glory, definitely 100% farm it out. You can just do that by doing the treasure hunt minigame over and over again. Finish out, if you don't have any maps, just finish out Zolkiri, get Tyree, and then use her to farm maps. But definitely make sure you get a Merchant's Blade this week. Good evening, Kevin. Let's see. Did I miss anything else in chat? I feel like I am. But if I am, feel free to just leave it again, and I will answer it or reply. Okay, so what would you use with Emperor and Bone Dragon, and what flag would you use? Emperor and Bone Dragon, you'd probably want to put a Apothecary in that then. Probably something like a Emperor Korvash, Valkyrie, Apothecary, and Bone Dragon. And banner would be a yellow, either a yellow purple or a yellow brown. And any color that would give you a +1 on your Valkyrie and a +1 on your Bone Dragon would work. Oh, you missed your question. What was your question, the Jared? Let me see. Well, just repost that. I actually have no clue where it went. Oh, wait, there it is, I think. Nope, I lost it again. Too many chats. But yeah, just leave the question again. I'll answer it. Let me just give out the redeem code for today, though. For today's stream. And this is for PC and mobile only. Consoles, you will be getting redeem codes in the future. Probably next patch. And I will be giving out some redeem codes every single week when that comes out. But let's go give out the redeem code for now. Let me just put it into our interface right here. Get the redeem code in and put it right there. There we go. Redeem code is below me. And let me go paste it into chat as well. Let me go and there we go. Redeem code is in chat, everyone. Just copy and paste it. For any of you that are new, all you have to do to use it, if you're on PC and mobile, is go into shop, go over to redeem code up in the top right, and then just copy paste it there or type it there. Also, thank you, Eloy Molion, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. Come on, servers. They're going to be switching servers soonish. Hopefully next year, or soon next year, probably next patch. 4XY RP BUZ GS, and that gives the normal reward of 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold for the first 250 people. And let's just go tell global chat real quick that we are streaming. I haven't done that yet, so we might as well tell them that we have a code. Let's see. Streaming on YouTube at Tacet the Terror. We just posted a reading code. There we go. I did that in the wrong order. That sounds like the weirdest sentence ever. Oh well. That's why I don't use Twitter. Because I would butcher every single sentence into oblivion. If I was ever to use Twitter. I hate having a character limit like this. Because I make like the weirdest types of shortened comments ever. I prefer doing like very, very long posts rather than like small couple sentence, 1 sentence little tweets or whatever. And there we go. Okay, let's actually get back to doing things now. No problem for the redeem code, everyone. Oh, you got a flame cannon? Oh yeah, let me go see what I get. I do like doing the general tradition of everyone spamming their gem key and seeing what we get. Come on, something decent. Burnsmith, that is absolutely useless. That almost couldn't be more useless, that drop. Unless they ever give him the ability to actually farm, create trait stones, he's never, ever, ever really going to be used. Something about Guild Wars and max guild members going up to 50. Do you know anything about that? Yes, Guild Wars is something that will be happening. As far as the guild limit being increased to 50, I've not heard anything about that. But Guild Wars should be coming in version 2.3 of the game, which is 3 patches from now. Not next patch, that's coming in a couple weeks or so, but 2 patches after that, which is, in time frame wise, is about 3 to 5-ish months from now, probably before the summer, we will have Guild Wars. So anyone playing now, you'll probably be able to get into established guild before Guild Wars is implemented into the game. So even though it's not being implemented for a while, at least everyone kind of knows now if they want to easily be able to participate in it, Guild Wars, whatever it might be, that you want to start trying to get into a better guild now. So anyone playing will be able to do that already. What am I even looking for right now? I'm just randomly going around teams, but if any of you actually need any teams, feel free to leave them. You got a Sandshark. Sandshark isn't horrible. Bison is horrible. Blast Cannon. Yeah, Blast Cannon is pretty horrible too. I don't know what they were doing with the trait. Blast Cannon has excessively weird traits. If I can just, let's just go here and then go to edit. Blast Cannon is very weird. All it has is deal double to its own mechs. It's a mech that deals more damage to mechs. It should be to constructs. If he could do double to constructs, he actually wouldn't be horrible. But he has a low attack, he does double. He has Stone Link, which helps some. And then he has a Flame, which you're barely even ever going to even use him as a tank. So, Pretty weak troop. Oh, and he silences, and silence got nerfed over the years, and is kind of useless at now. It used to be better, back when silence used to drain. Royal Engineer. Royal Engineer isn't really that good either. His summon is way too inconsistent. Warspinx is a little weak, but it does have Impervious if you get it fully traded, which is one decent thing about it. Which is something I didn't show with the Khetar thing either. I kind of forgot about that. There is an Impervious troop in Khetar, and that's the Warspinx thing. I don't personally ever use it, but there are quite a few things that you can do with it with board control troops. Because you can, if you don't have alignment on the board, you can just use your Spinx, and normally that will put it into alignment. I personally don't use it that much, simply because putting a single troop into the team just for that purpose tends to never be worth it. Unless there ever becomes like full impervious teams that are viable, Warspinx will probably never really be used that much.
Mana Surge.
Even then, people will probably just use a Behemoth and then some other color, and then you wouldn't really need to use a Warspinx anyways. Bolt Taurus is pretty good if you can get some HP buffs on it. Particularly if you're on PC or mobile, you can use Loyalty with it and kind of just loop with that. Lady Ordinarial plus Loyalty just makes him absolutely unkillable with 1 billion damage. No. Oh, that better be Skulls. I almost clicked purple right there. Clicked it too quick. I need to click slower sometimes. Or probably when I get my new mouse, that'll be a little bit better. This mouse that I'm using right now is about 4 years old. It is a really good mouse. It's the Death Adder something something. I actually completely forget what it's called at this point. But I did get a new one, which I actually completely forget what it's called off the top of my head. And I ordered that, and it should be coming soon. I've been getting like a trickle of packages from Amazon because I ordered like $300 worth of stuff on Cyber Monday, but it keeps coming like one thing at a time. I got like a bunch of... I got my cords. I got like a giant box behind me for something else that I got, a toaster for my mom, and a few other things. But all that's just coming in a very slow trickle. The main thing I bought that I really need that's going to be coming soonish is a external storage where I'm going to be able to keep all my data at. Because currently my laptop is pretty much maxed out on its terabyte. So I got a 5 terabyte external storage. Because YouTube takes up a lot of memory from all the videos and all of the just everything associated with it. The files just start to add up really quick, especially in 1080p 60, which is why I do all my YouTube videos in. Streams don't take up anything because they just go straight to YouTube. But videos definitely take up a lot. And the fact that I keep doing like at least one a day for the most part is really starting to do my memory up. But I'll have external storage for that soon. So I won't need to worry about memory pretty much ever again, as long as it doesn't break, which I assume it will not. Okay. We'll take... Actually, nothing on this board is worth taking right here. Also, thank you, Katie Bradshaw, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. Also, if anyone is subscribing and they don't know why a notification isn't coming up, the main reason for that is you have to have your subscribers public, or it thinks you want to stay private, and then it won't show whenever you subscribe to anyone else. I believe by default it's automatically on public though, but most people like to keep it private just so they don't see who you're subscribed to. Let's see. Can you use a Corvash, Valkyrie, Giant Spider, Kraken? Sure, I can use that. That's a pretty good team. You want to see how it works fully traded? Sure. Kraken's going to be getting a new trait soon, too. Oh, Spencer Wolf. What is a really good and quick explore team? Normally for that, I use Valkyrie, Rowan, double Siren. You'd probably have to use Valkyrie, double Rowan, and a single Siren. I use double Siren simply because my Rowan can one-shot a enemy team, but if your Rowan can't, you'll need to use a double Rowan with a single Siren instead. Or you can try double Siren if you don't have a second Rowan. But you do need a fully traded Siren and at least one Rowan to be able to make that work. Good evening, Kevin. Welcome. Let's see. What do you like to check out the guild forum. Wait. What guild forum? Wait, which guild forum are you referring to? Oh, see ya, Jared. Thank you for the donation again. And that is match. Yeah, we'll be streaming for about 50 more minutes or so, too. I'll probably go until about midnight. I might stop a little bit beforehand. Actually, 50 minutes from now would be exactly midnight. Or at least for my time, anyways. Normally, I'm not someone who streams, like, excessively late at night. Normally on Tuesdays I do, because it just works better with my normal schedule. But, every Friday and Saturday, we just do it throughout the day from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, thank you, Jared. Yeah, the reason your payment actually isn't going through, and I'll need to look at it, anyone that sends me money that's not in US dollars, for some reason it puts it on hold until I confirm the purchase, mainly because it wants me to identify what I want to do with it, like if I want to convert it or anything else, and of course I just convert it over to US dollars, but there's some kind of thing that it kind of holds it before then. I need to see how it does it automatically, because I can't automatically confirm it. It doesn't do the alert during stream. Let me see. I might be able to do it through. Where's my email? No, not here. Oh well. But yeah, thank you so much. Oddball team, sure, I don't mind oddball teams. As long as they can actually win, I don't mind doing very weird and strange teams. Always fun to try something different. Wait. Razor Death Adder Mouse. Yes, it's the Razor Death Adder Mouse is what I'm referring to. Let's see. Oops, I have it around my... Oops, I have it around my light, so I can't really show it that well. I have it, like, tangled around my light right now and just dragging it, like, all the way. But yeah, that mouse. I don't know if I even showed it that well. Probably not. It's a little bit dirty, too. There we go. I'm almost like rushing my entire lamp onto my computer. That's a little weird how that I just... What even? Because right now how I have my mouse is... Just so this mouse, I've had it for so long that the wire on it's starting to like frail all over the place. So I keep it like wound up around the lamp so it doesn't get tied at all. And because of that, I can't pull it that far away. But yeah, I'm using the I'm using a lot of Razer, or not really a lot of Razer stuff. I'm using the Kraken headset. We have the Blue Yeti microphone, and we have the Death Adder for mouse. And eventually, I will be replacing out my entire laptop, but that's a project for later next year, like a $1,500 project, which is something I cannot afford right now. But probably sometime later next year, I'll be getting it like a whole actual computer, because right now I'm just using a laptop. But eventually I will be getting an actual computer dedicated, like specifically just for doing streaming and everything, and videos. Because right now I just do everything, all my YouTube videos, all of my everything, just on my college laptop that I use. And this thing has definitely seen better days. Let me go switch up these teams. But yeah, what was the suggested team? I really need to go do some. I don't think I've done like a single one this stream. Let's see. Ozzy. Let me go back to Ozzy's. I completely skipped his, or didn't even do it earlier. Let me go to suggested teams, and we'll go and do Ozzy's right here. So Ozzy, we need a Corvash. We need a Valkyrie. Valkyrie, Giant Spider, and a Kraken. There we go. And we're good to go. And banner. There are a couple banner options. I think I'm just going to go red-yellow, just so we can speed up our Valkyrie. Red-yellow or red-blue would probably be optimal. I'll go red-yellow here. Oh, he has a Corvash. That's going to be annoying. I need to rush up the Valkyrie before he gets Corvash. Oh, good evening, Kevin. I don't know if I said that already. Unless there's a second Kevin. We'll do some green, do the blues. Oh wait. Okay. It took away a blue and then put a blue exactly back to the location. That's funny. That doesn't happen too often. Ideally, we would want to take a brown right here, though he's just going to stun us anyways, or drain us. So let's take purple. Even if he stuns that, he can't actually stun it. So I'm not too worried about that. Ooh. I wonder if I take brown here. He'll take the green. But I wonder if he'll stun the other one. It has one more mana, but it doesn't have the ability up. Please stun that one. Or drain it, I mean. Come on. Ah, no, I didn't do what I wanted. Oh, well. We'll just have to use Kraken. I'll bait out his skull. Oh, wait, I shouldn't bait out his skull. He has, he stunned our stone skin. So let's not do that. Let's get some greens, some purples. No, where are the rest of the greens? There are none. Oh, I guess we go Valkyrie. He better not get that Corvash off. Okay, good. He's not going for Corvash yet. Yellow or blue? We'll take skulls. I think either way he's going to get skulls out of it. We need blue surge. No, no surge. It doesn't even have a jinx. How did we not get surge? I have like a 60% chance to get a surge on it. Come on, red surge. There we go. At least we got that. And we'll probably just use that on brown or something next turn. Or green. Or purple. No, not on purple though. We'll use on green. And that'll give us Corvash right before he can do anything. Oh, and it gives us Giant Spider. Though I don't need that yet. Or we could use on yellow, let's see. Will we actually take mana for it? Nah, let's just do it. I don't trust him. Even though we only need, we literally only need 1 mana. I just don't trust him in not taking it. So we'll do that. He'll take skulls. So now we already know what he's going to do. And we can just throw the Corvash at him. And now we can Kraken. I know, I sometimes do get distracted pretty easily while I'm on stream. I'll go from like one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, and then I completely forget what I was doing. Okay, so that's not going to be enough damage. Oh wait, yes it is. It will kill Corvash, but I want to wait till he gets a little bit more mana, just to make sure he blocks out his own mana core.
Mana surge.
Oh, we can do it on green, but it would be such little mana that's not even worth it. Oh, Devour is pretty insane. Devour is very, very insane. There are counters to it. All you'd really have to do is have Impervious or Indigestion. The only problem is they added a Indigestion trait to counter out Devour, yet they added it to basically no troops. I think Rock Troll is the only troop in the entire game that has Indigestion. They added it to make sure troops, to make sure that there's like a hard counter to Devour, but then they added it to basically nothing. Like, I'll go show it right after this match. They basically added it to 0 troops. And I'll show that, like, right as soon as we kill this thing. We'll need... What do we need here? Can't take that down. I guess we'll just Corvash. I can't stun him, though, because he is impervious. Or devour him for the same reason. But we'll just do that, get a skull. And then that's pretty much match. Let's see, actually turn that. And it doesn't matter what we do. And then that's match. But yeah, if we could type in Indigestion, I'm pretty sure there's only 1 troop in the entire game that has it. Let's see. I wonder if we'll actually be able to hit 2K tonight, or at least 1.9K to get up to the weekly 1.9K. But let's just take our tribute, and then let me just go show that real quick. Hello, Earthbound. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, Merchant Blade teams. Yes, I do need to do that. Thank you, Bridget, for reminding me. I almost completely forgot. Actually, I did completely forget. But this is what I meant with that. They added Indigestion, and then they, like, look at this. They added Mana Shield and Indigestion at the same time to be able to counter out. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Mana Shield. There we go. they added both of these 2 traits to be able to counter out things. And they did good with Mana Shield. They made Mana Shield to counter out Queen Mab from being overpowered. And they also made Indigestion at the same time to stop the Great Maul from being overpowered with Devour, and a few other troops as well. But look, they added 3 things with Mana Shield, so they did that pretty good. Well, let's see how many they added for Indigestion. If I can spell it right. There we go. 1. Literally just 1. And it's Rock Troll, which is a pretty useless troop unless you're using an all Khetar Brown team, which you don't use too often, mainly because Rock Worm's like the only thing you would really put in there for damage. But yeah, and that's it. That's the only troop they added with Indigestion. Or Indigestible. And they added 6 with Mana Shield. So, yeah. They need 5 more with Indigestible. But yeah, let's go show some Merchant Blade team, or at least 1 or 2. I will be doing a whole video on it tomorrow, but if nothing else, this stream will be a testing site for those teams. Because I haven't used Merchant's Blade since I did the giveaway for it. Let's go put in a Merchant Blade. I might need to switch my class to be able to use this. What is it? Blue, purple? I'm actually using the Undead thing right now. So technically, I could use this Merchant's Blade with it. That wouldn't be horrible. We're doing 30 damage with it, which isn't excessively high, but we can make it work. Merchant's Blade, Bonnie Rose, Valkyrie, and we need 1 other troop. What colors do we still need with this? Actually, we need a lot of colors. We need brown. Wait, do we need 3 more colors? No, we don't. We only need brown and green. I could put a famine in here. That'd be a little weird. Brown, green. Too bad there's nothing that actually scales off of that. Let's see. Oh, I know what I can do. Would Lil Johnny work? I think Lil Johnny would work with this. Lil J. There he is. Oh, there's a thing. Oh, come on. They put a little thing over after the L, which is why it didn't come up as Lil Johnny or Lil J. Okay. I think this would work. I'm not sure. Like, these 3 are correct. I just don't know if Lil Bronze Johnny, whatever, would actually be okay with this. Well, we could try it. Though this class is definitely not the right class. I'd probably be using Archer class or something with it, ideally. Let me actually even go switch out to it. Whoa, what is that glitch in the background? Whoa, that glitch. Visual glitch. But let me just go switch back to Archer. I don't care if I have to spend the 50 gems to do so. This is why I pretty much always keep my class as Archer. I did that as Necro for the video that we did today. But Archer is just so better. So much better. Especially for streaming and stuff, because it's... Oops, why did I go into Guild to switch my class? Mainly because it's so versatile. You can just stay as Archer forever, and you can use literally any weapon with it, and it would be fine. So we'll switch for Archer. I don't really care if we lose the 50 gems. Don't mind. That's not too much. So I just saw my name. Someone just said it in chat. Oh, thank you. But let's go and try out this team now. Of course, we're getting less damage on it now because, or it does, for some reason, it still has that rainbow glitch weapon. There's like little glitches with it, with weapons. Sometimes they show us different colors. But this is only 25 damage, if I'm not mistaken. But we should be able to use this pretty well to be able to win. Banner, we need to switch that. We would need to be using something like a red-yellow. Actually, optimally, this was the whole reason for doing this too, using the little Johnny. I need to set it to this banner. +2 blue, +1 yellow, -1 green. So this kind of team should be able to work. Rename it to Merch Blade. Because we have 2 things that scales off of resources. We have the Little Johnny that scales off a map, and Bonnie Rose that scales off of gold. Not only that, but we can farm every single resource in the game. Because we're getting souls, we're getting gold, and we're getting maps. So we got this covered. Let's see what we can do. If nothing else, this is a really good farming team. Hello, Earthbound. Congratulations on getting a Gorgotha from the gem key. Did you actually get it from the one below? Wow, that's some insane luck if you did. I've actually heard some people getting mythics from it too. Occasionally when we've done it. But yeah, anyone still getting here, make sure to use the redeem code below. If you're watching this after the fact, it is definitely dead. But anyone watching on stream right now, it is definitely still alive. Or it should be. We just posted it like 24 minutes ago. Normally it goes in about 30 minutes, or to an hour. But it is later at night, and we do have less viewers because of that right now.
Mana surge.
Also, speaking about that, is my hey, my interface is actually working. It is showing watching and likes correctly. Interesting. But yeah, if you guys ever want anything shown in the interface around, I'm going to be changing it some, like over the, probably experimenting with a couple different things, like over the next couple of weeks with it. But if you guys want me to do anything with the interface of what you guys are looking at, just let me know, because you are the ones that are looking at it. So anything that I can do to improve it, just let me know. Let's see, we'll just go and kill them in order, I guess. Or maybe I should be going for Famine. I'm scared of Famine and his draining ability. I'm actually not going to take these skulls, mainly because it would give him a 5x green, which obviously we do not want to do. So we'll let him take it. He'll give it to us instead. That would have happened if we would have taken those skulls. Of course, we don't need green, but he does, and that would have gave him Famine. Also, he doesn't have his Famine traded. That's actually very, very beneficial to us right now, because, yeah, we won't be losing a bunch of stats. Stone Giant. Stone Giant is okay in an all Broken Spire team. After about level 200, you wouldn't really ever need to use a Stone Giant, though. Okay, Bonnie Rose. Oh, wow, we got a lot of gold already. The Merchant's Blade must have triggered on gold when I wasn't paying attention. That, or we just got a lot of... oh, Greedy. It might have also been his Greedy that did that. I wasn't paying attention. But we'll do that. That'll kill that out. Let's see. Skulls. We could get blue. You can't get skull. I might as well go for it. No reason to let him have it. I'm just scared of if he gets his ability up soon, because he's going to get a lot of damage out of that. Yep, there he goes. Well, let's just throw the Merchant Blade. Come on, map or anything. Oh, come on, gotta just give us something. Oh, is the code dead? Wow, that's insane. It went in 26 minutes, or 25 minutes or so. That's pretty quick for this late at night. Though, of course, some people, it might be morning and stuff. Actually, Australia, where I think like 10% of this game's player base is... Yeah, what time is that? It's probably like noon for them or something right now. Maybe even a little bit past that. Yeah, oh no, people always share it. That's just a given. Not to mention I spammed it in global chat. I did it in every single global chat channel. So that got a lot of people here initially. Well, we'll take that. Take the other extra turn. I think this would be adequate for a Merchant Blade team. I'll show this one as one of them tomorrow. It's not horrible. A lot of these team suggestions that I do actually do in these videos, just in general, one thing to keep in mind with many of these is that they're not always the best of teams. They're just basically suggestions to use with some of these weapons. Like, for example, I'd honestly never suggest using the Merchant's Blade if you were, like, over level 200, simply because there's really no point to do it, simply because of how low its damage is and stuff like that. But this team right here, we can farm every single resource with it. We can get our maps, we can get gold, we can get souls. As far as farming and just being able to win with farming, this team is adequate for it. But if you want to like win quickly or anything like that, a good majority of the teams I do in videos, other than my best teams videos, don't tend to ever really be excessively good, mainly because the troops themselves aren't excessively overpowered compared to other options available in the game. Obviously, if I was just going to be doing speed, it'd be things like Valkyrie, Justice, Queen Map combos, or things with Guard's Avatar, things with Rowan, stuff like that is what's like the most overpowered things in the game right now. There we go, we got it on souls, and there we go, look at that. We get 125 gold, we get 40 souls, and we get a map. And we might even get more by the end of this. Let's get yellow. Oh, I can't. I need to get brown. Let's take it this way. Come on, brown. Yeah, there we go. So we can get 12 skulls. And we have a chance for a map. Come on, map. No map. Oh, and we completely miss. Well, there goes our hero. Didn't really need him too much, though. This team is completely built around Merchant's Blade. We don't need him that much. Oh, 2 more skulls. Oh, wait, never mind. 3 more skulls. 4 more skulls? No, I'll just Bonnie it. Bonnie. There we go. That's match. Even though we lose our Valkyrie. Oh no, we lose some souls because of that. Oh well. There goes Bonnie. Bonnie is excessively overpowered if you have her earlier on in the game. Dragon Soul and Bonnie Rose are like the two most overpowered things you could ever use as a newer player in Gems of War. Neither of which are on console at the moment, unfortunately. Well, that was kind of interesting. I don't know. We could try doing another one. Not against that team, though. We need something to actually counter out the Def. Def is very annoying when you don't counter him, because they'll punish you like crazy with random Def marks that just decide to kill your entire team in a turn. Well, I normally don't put spoilers within the stream itself. The main reason for this is some people don't want spoilers, and I'll like mention, I'll like casually mention some spoilers and stuff, but I'll normally just post them as links, just for people that don't actually want spoilers, because there are some people that really don't want to be spoiled, and then if I just randomly do it, then they wouldn't like that. But as far as that, I probably would never actually put spoilers within the interface itself unless I gave out like a warning, like, oh, I'm going to be doing spoilers now, which I have done in some streams before. But other than particular instances, like maybe if like 2.2 comes out and we learn some information, I'll of course do like some kind of spoiler segment during a stream on that. But as far as just general stuff like that, I normally just post the link instead. What to do here? We'll just do that.
Mana surge.
I can't actually leave my guild, James, because if I give leadership to someone else, I'm scared of what they might do to the guild. Because they... never mind. Well, they technically could. If I highly doubt they would do that. But someone could technically just kick every single player out and then just completely dismantle the guild. And while I have a feeling whoever I appoint to just look at the guild as I switch guilds wouldn't do that, I can't really look at someone else's guild, because there is the very slight chance whoever I choose to do that would completely troll the guild and just completely close it down. So I can't actually get rid of my leadership thing, because I am a member, a leader of a guild, and unless you actually kick every single member from your guild, or if you give the leadership to someone else, you actually can't leave your guild as a guild leader. So there's no way for me to look at that. Oh, not in game form. I'm still confused as what you're talking about then.
Mana surge.
We'll throw that down. Oh, thank you, Bit Thompson. Any idea when consoles will be getting the Pirate Kingdom? That is... I have not the slightest clue. You guys will be getting the Dragon Kingdom next, in next patch. That's definitely guaranteed. But as far as the Pirate Kingdom, I cannot confirm that that is in the next patch or not. We currently know very, very little about the upcoming console patch. Other than that's going to be getting all the new guild stuff. Hello, Flying Game Mate. So far, you're level 76. You got to rank 1 in PvP for all the glory keys, etc. What should you be doing gameplay-wise? Just PvP? You just don't know anything besides that, really. Well, yes, PvP is really good to stick with. The only thing you might... else that you might really do is just do the treasure hunt minigame. We might as well do one now, too. Treasure hunt minigame is always a fun break just to get rid of from the normal hustle and bustle of the game. I normally do these occasionally just to casually relax. My method for it is normally just spam at every single... just do it as quickly as possible, spamming at all of the coins. This gives you the most per hour. Just not thinking at all and just randomly going for the coins.
Extra turn.
It doesn't seem like that would be good, but it's actually really, really good value. And is currently the most you can actually get per hour. Like resources per hour. This is the best method for treasure maps in the entire game. It's not the best farming method in the entire game, but it's still pretty quick. If you don't want to do like PvP, like this is like the second best thing that you can currently do in the game. Though on PC and mobile, they are looking into buffing up the treasure hunt, or not treasure hunt, the arena minigame. Arena's kind of been dead for a while now, and I think they've kind of realized that. And next patch on PC and mobile, they will be buffing up the arena reward output. They have yet to say what those actual numbers will be, but we will have a better arena as of next patch. So I'll probably be doing that a lot more than once they fix the glitches with that and get arena back to what it used to be, an actual level playing field that used to give a really good payout to it. And soon that payout will be good again, and they might even change the gameplay some, who knows. But they probably won't do that though. I'm pretty sure it's just a payout rework on it. But you never know. Let's do that, move that over. Not too worried. And then we get a bunch of resources. And pretty hefty, 24 glory. This is what I was saying earlier about using this to farm glory. 800 gold, 37 souls, 1 gem, and 1 trait stone. 3 away from a second trait stone. Well, let's go back to this and let me go read the chat that I was not reading. You use Bonnie on one of your favorite anti-bone dragon teams. Yeah, Bonnie Rose, you can use her very easily to just target down troops. Particularly if you're like under level 500 or so. Because everyone around you should be at a range where if you get max gold, you should be able to kill them with a Bonnie Rose. Which will allow you to essentially neutralize any troop that you want as long as they don't have stealthy on the enemy team. Which is a pretty good offensive and defensive ability that she has. Just rush them down before they can actually do anything to you. Let's see. What's the next event week on PC and mobile? Next week on PC and mobile is, where'd it go? It is Darkstone, a green common and a blue purple epic. And let me go give the link too for that, for any of you that want to go into that deeper. But there's already spoilers and everything on it. Just look at this thread. The specific post gives you straight to it. Plus, if you go deeper, you'll probably find even more information. But those are all the trait stones and what kingdoms are coming when. So you can plan when to use your event keys and when to use, and when you can get specific trait stones. Or at least on PC and mobile.
Mana surge.
Oh, you do like the little scroll thing? Yeah, no problem on that. I will be doing that for now on. Whenever I do team builds, I'll be doing the team builds at the beginning of it. And whenever I do the, whenever a new troop is introduced to the game, I will do the little scroll thing. Those I just take off of ashtender.com/gems. Let me just type that in right here. ashtender.com/gems. I believe that's the correct link. I just typed that in. I didn't even... oh, I might have typed it in wrong. Let me just go to the thing. There. Wait, did I not type it right? Wait, that was correct. Why didn't it go there? Oh, I forgot the second dash. Really? Does it not work without the second dash? Gosh, URLs are so finicky. There we go. That's the actual link there. But if you go to the troop table there and other things like that, there are some very, very valuable resources on that website. There's also something else on that website I'm going to be doing a video for tomorrow too. They added some kind of trivia thing to the game, and I'll probably be doing a short video on that tomorrow just for fun. It has Gems of War trivia. If you're a newer player, it might be a little bit hard, but it's just fun to see, just trivia-wise, what you know and don't know. I'm pretty sure I'll fail it, like, miserably. No, I'll probably get, like, 18 or 19 of them correct. I think it's, like, a 20 randomly selected quiz thing. I'm not big on trivia games, but I do know pretty much everything about Gems of War, and that would be a good, just test of that. Though, I'd probably completely embarrass myself and get, like, 15 out of 20 or something even worse. Oh, good night, Viper. Have a good day. Or night. See you on Friday if you're around. Or Saturday. Who has a decent guild with an opening? You can check the Gems of War forum for that as well. People on the Gems of War forum, that's the main location for guild recruitment in Gems of War. And you can find guilds for any platform there. Probably the best resources you can use to try to get yourself into a decent guild with an opening. Oh wow, we actually have an extra turn. We're not getting it off the Mercy, but we're getting it off the Cascade that Mercy is giving us.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Perfect. Okay, well, let's use it on green. Use our ability.
Mana
Oh, is that not enough mana? Really? Oh, that was enough. We're 1 mana short. Wow. Hate when it does that. Okay, we'll take that. Still short. I'll have to use our Mercy just to get 1 mana. Oh, there we go on that, but it had to be done. Throw that down. We'll use that on blue, hopefully, unless he ruins it. He did not ruin it. Perfect. Good. And that's match. Yeah, any other teams, any other questions, feel free to leave them in chat, guys, because I will be wrapping up the stream in about 20 minutes at midnight. I'll be closing out for the night. Do they ever have tournaments for Gems of War? Tournaments, no, because they currently don't have any type of real time in the game itself. So there isn't really any way to do tournaments or anything of the such. They are going to be adding like events, additional events to every single week. But as far as like person versus person, they are eventually looking into adding stuff like that. But as far as tournaments and stuff like that, there are currently none. And there probably won't be for a while, mainly because Gems of War isn't really that big of a company to really be hosting tournaments and as such. Oh, there was a random post on the forum the other day, though, that was saying that Gems of War should get merchandise. And one of the developers did say that they are looking into getting merchandise in the future. So that's something. But as far as tournaments, no, I have no clue if they'll ever really implement something like that. This game is more towards a single-player setup than that of multiplayer. Of course, they will be in the future adding more multiplayer aspects to the game, but it's currently not the core of the game, nor the reason that many of the players that currently play it actually play it. Because a good majority of the players that play this game are actually mobile players. So mobile tends to not be that competitive. Like if I'm not mistaken, like one of the only games that's really even competitive on mobile is Clash Royale. I can't really think of a single other game. I'm pretty sure some of you guys might know of some, but that's the only one I can really think of off the top of my head that has any form of competitiveness on it on mobile. So there's really not that big of a market on it at the moment. Let's see. We'll take that. And we'll convert that out for blue. And that's match. Come on. Oh, he better not live. Okay, good. What is the best team that uses 4 of the same troop? Well, there's a couple that would be ridiculous, like 4 times Famine, 4 times Death, but a lot of people don't have that. Realistically, best 4 times would probably be things like 4 times Dragon Soul, 4 times Rockworm, 4 times other stuff like that. We can go do 4 times Dragon Soul real quick. Let's go, oops, wrong team. Let's go do that real quick. 4 times Dragon Soul. A little bit of a hard team to do it against, but we can see what we can do. Go, and I have exactly 4 of them too, so perfect. 4 Dragon Souls, of course, Dragon Soul banner. But yeah, this would basically be one of the best teams that you can make with just 4. Obviously, this would not be a viable team. The Dragon team that I normally use with that, a variant of it, is just Celestacia, double Dragon Soul, Sylvania Moore. That's basically like using 4 times Dragon Souls, except you actually use every color with it. But this is basically the best troop you could possibly use with 4 of them, is Dragon Soul. Otherwise, it would be something like Rockworm, or unrealistically, it would be something like 4 times Famine, or 4 times Death. Hello, Larry Lieb. Welcome. Yeah, Rockworm, like the cheapest team that you could build using just 4 of the exact same troop would be Rockworm with double brown banner. Ideally, you'd want to use, not that though, you'd want to use Rockworm, Deep Borer, and another Rockworm. Because there's really no point in just using 4 of the exact same troop. I do have a video that I did, actually almost like 2 months ago or something, where I did like the best teams that use, only use 2 different troops. And that was basically a whole video on that. Let me see if I can find that real quick, because I haven't really shown that at all for a while now. I can find it pretty quick. Gems of War, 2 troops. I think I could just type it in there. Gems of War, 2 troops. We'll bring it up. Using, maybe if I say using only 2 troops. Can't even find my own videos. Though I am typing it into YouTube search instead of actually typing it into my own search bar. Though both of them are basically the same thing. Because anything Gems of War I pretty much come up for. Let me just type into my own channel and then it'll come up pretty much instantly. You should. Because I did want to show that video. Because that's basically exactly what you just asked. 2 troops? I think if I type in 2 troops. 2 different troops. Let's see. 2 troops. That didn't come in. 2... Come on. I really need to... That's probably my playlist or something. I do need to organize my videos a little bit more so I can actually find things like this whenever anyone asks. Oh, come on. These aren't any of the things that I am looking for. Gosh. Let's see. There might be another method I can use to find it real quick. If I go to the oldest on it, I'll probably be able to find it. This thing is buried like crazy. Gosh. No wonder why no one knows about it. I can't even find it myself. Trying to find it. Let's see. Where'd it go? I should make an updated version of it. This is a pretty old video, too. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. Yeah, this is a pretty old video of mine. This was like one of the first dozen that I ended up doing back when I started actually getting into Gems of War again. Oh, yeah, this is May 17th. This is like a couple weeks after I started doing YouTube. Like, pretty much just start doing YouTube. So that video right there. I do need to make an updated version of that sometime. But there's the older version of it. I believe every single team in it is still fully applicable, but there's definitely more that I could add to that list. But it's basically the best teams that you can use only using 2 different troops, which would of course allow you to not require as many souls nor as many trait stones. Particularly good for newer players who do not have an excessive amount of either of those 2 resources. Since you get the full benefit of having a good team while having the extremely low reduced cost.
Mana surge.
But yeah, here is 4 times Dragon Soul. Pretty much one of the best teams that you can make as far as just using a single troop. Obviously, you would use other troops with it realistically in a team. This is just to show what it's like though. But yeah, Dragon Soul, all you really just do is just keep casting it and it gives itself mana and you kind of just keep going from there. Take all the purples, take all the reds, obviously. And just go from there. We can get our mana back up. Once we get 2 Dragon Souls going, it's pretty much over. Only problem is, he has a Bone Dragon right now, and that is a very, very scary sight to see. Come on, how long of a cascade do you have to get? We know you're going to kill us with the Bone Dragon cast. So we'll take that. We'll use this again. He is going to kill us, obviously, unless we can get a cascade that will distract him. Two more Dragon Soul casts, and we should be good to go. There we go. It's really nice when they get extra turns like that. Very, very beneficial. We'll use Dragon Soul again. As long as he takes a skull right here, we win. Or if we can get an extra turn. Ooh, neither happens. Oh, good. He's going to Mana Core first. Perfect. Okay, we win. It's over. No clue why he Mana Cored, but there we go. Team wipe. Yep, there we go. 4 Dragon Souls. Perfectly balanced troop. You know a troop is unbalanced when you can use 4 of them in a team, and it works. That is like the definition of unbalanced in this game. If that's a viable team, 4 of the exact same troop, or even just 3 of the exact same troop, it probably needs to be rebalanced. Oh, you remember watching that when it was just released? Yeah, that thing is like ancient. That's almost a year. Actually, 7 months ago? Yeah, it's about 7 months ago. It feels weird. I haven't even been doing YouTube for a year yet. It feels a lot longer than that. Well, technically, I have had the channel for longer than that, but I haven't been like constantly posting videos for a while. Like I basically started at the beginning of May is when I started posting videos on a regular basis for Gems of War, and I don't think I started doing like a video per day until like July or something. Hello, Radcore. Oh, thank you, Radcore. When is the next console update going to be? Currently, we do not know when the console update is going to be. There hasn't really been much being said about it from the developers. So, as players, we currently do not know much, since they're not really saying much. But it should be coming soonish. I don't know the most current information on that, so maybe they have said something on it, and I am just not aware of it. But no one in chat is aware of it either. So, I'm pretty sure they just haven't said anything. But as far as next console patch, it should likely be here before the holidays, though there has been no confirmation on that yet. But that might also be why they're not talking that much, is because they're busy actually getting both the updates out and trying to push them out before the holidays. Because I believe after about like the 20th or 16th, I forget the deadline, but sometime before Christmas, if they don't do it before then, they won't be able to do it until like mid-January if they don't get the patch out soon. Oh, see you, Kevin. No problem. Yeah, and we'll stream again on Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. as we always do. I'll be streaming for about 10 more minutes tonight, just going until midnight, and then I'll probably wrap it up for night. So if any of you guys have any last-minute questions that you want to give, or anything of the such, feel free to leave them now, or even some team builds. We could try another team or two before we wrap up for the night as well. If any of you have any that you want me to test for you, or anything of the such, any kind of troops in specifically, or just helping with your teams, we'll be able to do that as well before we close here. So we'll do that, take our skull, and that should be match. Yep, that's match. Also, whenever you have skulls on the board, if you ever want to save like about a second per battle, if you ever have skulls on the board instead of ability, always do your skulls, unless it gives like resources or something, but always do the skulls, mainly because it saves about 1 to 2 seconds. Actually more towards 2, because it takes longer to cast an ability than it does to take a skull that does not cascade at all. If it does cascade some, it actually goes a bit slower, but hey, it can normally save you about 1 second. And if you can save 1 second 100,000 times, no, 100 or 1,000, it does add up. So it doesn't really matter that much. I just know some people like to optimize like their farming methods. I figured I'd say that. It's always quicker to go for a skull kill than it is to go for a ability kill if they're both going to kill at the same time. Yeah, how about I chill? I know, like, every single stream I'm just constantly talking over and over and over again. It's slightly because I'm just naturally, like, high energy and tend to be hyper. But as far as, oops, I forgot to take that. But as far as just chilling, I probably should do that on streams. Like, I watch some other people's streams, it feels like they never talk. And I probably talk way too much. I don't know. No one's really complained about it yet that I talk so much. I think. Oh no. Do you guys? I don't know. The only thing I've heard people complain about recently is like the fake laugh that I have, which I sometimes do. I've been trying to stop that. My real laugh is actually really good. It's just I can never really do it because nothing in Gems of War is normally that funny. So people don't really tend to hear it. I think I've only done my real laugh like 2 times, and both of them were on streams. I don't think they've ever actually happened during a video. Why did I take that? That was a pointless move right there. Well, I guess we'll be able to kill him. It wasn't pointless. Never mind, I take that back. Oh, no problem. Oh, no problem, Bratkins. I love being able to share information with people. That was the whole reason I even started my YouTube channel. I started it as basically a guide channel. If you look at my very first video I even did on this channel, it was just a guide like 2 years ago. And like some of my first few videos in general were just guides. And now I have like a whole YouTube video, or a whole YouTube channel basically just on helping people with Gems of War, essentially. So it's like a whole guide channel now. Let's see, someone just made a big post and I did not read that. Let me go see that real quick. I know, I do end up repeating the same thing over and over again normally. But I say that normally because there's, the main reason I tend to repeat stuff, particularly in streams, is because people come in over time. So if I don't say something, like if I say something now, like for example, I said something like about half an hour ago about, let's just say, the new channel art that I have. Well, a good majority of the people watching right now have no clue exactly what I'm even talking about right now because I didn't mention it for like an hour and a half ago. So I do repeat some stuff like that. I do know what you mean. Like, I tend to, like, ramble and sometimes repeat. That's just from naturally talking. Unless I actually have a script, I will probably repeat myself quite a bit. But I've been trying to limit it some. I'm not that used to public speaking or just speaking in general. So, that's still new to me. Trying to improve on it. It's boring when a streamer does not talk. Okay. But there's definitely more people liking that I do talk than people that hate that I do talk. So, talking it is. But I do know what the people that say that I should talk less, what their main criticisms are. Mainly because I do tend to, like, ramble needlessly sometimes. Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Mana surge.
And now silence. I don't know, I got distracted by this endless move that I'm looking at right now. Stun. He's just gonna stun us next turn. I have to use this on something, or else he's just gonna drain us. Can we do it? I'm trying to see what might be the best plan here. I'm contemplating on brown or blue. I think I'm gonna do it on brown.
Mana surge.
That is not what I wanted. No. Okay, good. He'll take those skulls at least. So we'll get more freezes, more stuns. Not too worried about that. As if we can somehow get up Guard's avatar this turn, then we should be good. Which weapon do you think is the best late game? Creeping Death, without a shadow of a doubt, is the best weapon in late game. By a mile. It's one of the best weapons in the entire game. Actually, arguably, it is the best weapon in the entire game. There isn't really much that is stronger than it. Creeping Death you get from... it's actually based on this event, too, kind of. You get it from Khetar. You finish the quest line in Khetar. You get 250 wins with the Necromancer class that you unlock from it. And then you can... use the weapon. And I'll go show that in actual visuals right now. Let me just go over to that. But yeah, it's Creeping Death. All you have to do to do it, get it, unlock it, is, if this would load. Go, loading screen, go. Oh, we're almost up to rank 1. Actually, I'll go a little past midnight today. We'll go until we hit rank 1 for today. But all you have to do to get Creeping Death, which is the best weapon in the game, essentially, is finish the Khetar quest lines. Once you do, there'll be a bonus quest. Finish that as well. After that, all you have to do is switch over to Hero, switch over to, come on, loading screens, go, click over to Necromancer, and then just click Change for free. Only reason mine is a 50 gem cost is because I just switched my class, like, half an hour ago for something during the stream. I switched back to Archer, but just switch Change for free. You don't really even need to level this class. All you need to do is get the 250 wins, and then it unlocks Creeping Death, places Death Mark on the strongest and weakest enemy, and then deals damage to all of them. Those Death Marks are very, very powerful, particularly since they recently, or not recently, about a couple months ago, that's pretty recent, recently buffed Death Mark to have a 0-turn grace period. It used to have a 2-turn grace period, where it didn't have any chance to be able to trigger Death Mark, but they reduced that down to a 0-turn grace period. So from turn 1, as soon as you place Death Mark on it, it has a 10% chance every single turn that will just instantly die, which is very powerful. I'm surprised they haven't really nerfed it yet. They're kind of adding counters, like one of the new troops that they added this week for Gems of War on PC Mobile, that does a convert if there's a Death Mark on the team. That's kind of a small counter that they started adding to it, and they'll probably add a few more counters to Death Mark in the future, because Death Mark is pretty popular right now. It is very, very popular. It's not the most consistent, and it's definitely very RNG based, and you wouldn't want to depend on it as your like main damage source, unless you're really using a Death, which can like Death Mark everything. But if you just have it as a side effect on a weapon, such as Creeping Death, it works very effectively, which is why it's such a powerful weapon right now. We'll take some skull. Oh, I'm entangled. I was not paying attention there. So we do literally no damage because of that. Yeah, I know it's my stream, but I'm doing this stream kind of to help everyone out too, so. anything that you guys would prefer. I wouldn't want to do something that would be like excessively not preferred. I don't know. Like anything that I can do to help improve the stream is always welcome if I am capable of doing so. Is it somewhat unfortunate? I have a lot of things that I tend to say a lot that I don't even know what some of them are. Of course, I have the hello, everyone. That's probably my most well-known one. But some of the phrases that I do, I don't even realize I'm doing them. Just because I just naturally say them. And then they just keep getting repeated because those are just natural phrases that I say. And then they kind of become phrases that people know me for, which is weird. Because I don't even know what some of them are, which is kind of sad. I don't even know what some of my own phrases I say like a billion times even are. Even though I say them probably every single video and stream. Simply because I'm not consciously thinking of them. I'm just talking. And they sometimes just come out a lot.
Mana surge.
Okay, what will we do here? We can do that on green.
Mana surge.
Hellcat, we could do on yellow, but that would mess up a lot. Mercy, there's nothing. There's only 3 purple on the entire board. That's not going to do much. We'll throw that out. Let him take skulls. If he could take that one, that'd be better. No, he does not. Figures. Oh, at least he gives us some brown. Not enough, though. Oh, I should have converted that. Oh, well, we can do it on green.
Mana surge.
Use Alchemist on blue, and that should be matched. If not, we could just Mercy it.
Mana surge.
Or Hellcat it.
Mana
There we go.
surge.
Oh, no, it's not. Don't worry, Timothy. But there we go. There we hit. We hit the 1.9k rating. But yeah, any other questions, feel free to leave them in chat right now. Otherwise, in like 1 or 2 battles, I will wrap up for the stream. We will be streaming again, as we do every Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. If any of you, Eastern Standard Time, if any of you are interested in coming back. And of course, on this channel, we give out a redeem code every single day here for Gems of War, which gives some free resources in-game. But yeah, any last minute questions, leave them now. Otherwise, we will be wrapping up pretty much right after this battle. Hello, Jared! You came back right in time for us to finish. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave them. Otherwise, I'll see any of you that are coming back this weekend on Friday and Saturday. But yeah, welcome back, Gerald. Or Jared. I said Gerald as if it's like Gerald Fire Mantle. Do down green.
Mana surge.
If you listen to a person on a regular basis like we listen to Tacet, it's no wonder it's not weird for things they say to make it into your vocabulary. Yeah, I actually have that for my outro. Someone who I watch on YouTube has have a wonderful day as their outro. And I unintentionally ended up taking that outro because I ended up saying it one day because I used to basically have nothing for my intro and outro. My hello everyone was just something natural too that just I didn't have anything to do, and then I just started doing it so regularly that it's like, oh, I guess this is my intro now because I just say it every single time because I don't know what to say. And that's kind of what happened with my outro. I was kind of just saying for the longest time just random outros that kept changing like almost every single video because I didn't really have any specific outro. But I kept watching someone who has a outro of have a wonderful day. He says it slightly differently than that, but I ended up like basically adopting it unintentionally, simply because I watched so many of his videos that I just end up doing it. Now I just do it as my normal outro because I say it so much now that I might as well just keep it as such.
Mana surge.
And that is match. But yeah, if I get my channel art done, or if my commissioner gets my channel art done this weekend, we will be doing 2 redeem codes, maybe even 3 redeem codes on the day that we'll get all my new channel art out. Because I'm really hyped to get new channel art. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. I won't do any spoiler pictures. I have did it on stream before, but at this point, I'll just leave it as a complete spoiler if no one knows what it is yet for when it actually happens. But yeah, we'll make this the last match, and then we'll end it out for the night. And this should pretty much put us at the 2K. It's normally good. If you guys are wondering why pretty much everyone rushes to 1.9K at the beginning of the week, the main reason for this is because you get 16 glory every single day once you hit the max rating. Which for late game players like myself, that's not like an excessive amount, but of course it helps. But for newer players, 16 extra like that can really start to add up, and is definitely worth doing. Well, definitely, or one thing in general, you always want to make sure whenever you're in this game, if you have the time, you do always want to get to 1.9K rating in PvP every single week, regardless if you do it immediately or not. But it's more beneficial to do it immediately simply because it gives you more glory overall throughout the week, because you get a little bit of glory every single week ticking up based on your PvP rating. And of course you want to get to 1.9K because this will not only maximize that number, it'll also give you a bunch of extra resources along the way, such as much needed keys like glory, other resources, gold, and souls, which will of course just help you out in general, because those are some of the main general resources within the game itself. So we'll throw that down, get our mana back up, and as long as he doesn't revive off of that demonic pack, that is match right there. We'll just use Mercy, use Alchemist on anything, and that is match. Please don't revive. Don't you dare revive. It's gonna revive. Nope, okay. We're safe. We're safe. We have finished. Oh, it's 5 a.m. by you. Wow, yeah, you definitely want to go get some sleep. Gosh. But thanks for coming out then. Wow. Yeah, that is very... I sometimes stay up till like 2 or 3. The other day I stood up to like 4:30 or something. Actually, I think that was last night, actually. Days like that, it just all bunches into one day. But, yeah, I sometimes do that. Normally, I try to get to bed by about 1 or 2 a.m. though. Like right now, it's 6 past midnight. So we will be wrapping up for tonight. Thank you all so much for coming out, as always. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to just leave it on any of my YouTube videos, and I will answer them. Otherwise, of course, you can just ask them on Friday and Saturday. We stream every Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as a casual stream every Tuesday where we just come on for a few hours and just get to 2K rating. Anyways, that'll wrap it up for today. Have a good night, everyone. Good morning, whatever time it is by you, and I will see you all later. Thank you all for coming, and see you.